Podcasting from City Point, downtown Brooklyn. This is the Brooklyn Baritone Podcast. Hey everyone, good morning. It's usually morning when I'm recording these podcasts and productions, but whenever you choose to join me, morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, late at night, it doesn't matter. I appreciate the likes, the looks, the listen, and of course, I appreciate you hitting that subscribe notification bell on my YouTube channel, Brooklyn Baritone. But of course, do it with no pressure, though I would like the algorithm to swing in my favor. This is a very impromptu location that I'm in today. I haven't been here in probably like 2 years to record something, and I figured I'll switch it up. There's a little bit more music than last time, so, please bear with me. This is part of the nice variety and spice to shake things up, as I have the whole of New York City to have as my studio, podcasting to you, from here to you, wherever you are, across the world, or right here in the same borough. The whole trend that I hear on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, wherever, all these short videos that people have, I usually hear the automated voices, and I get it. There's some people who figure that they don't have the lyrical capacity to come on camera and speak whatever words they want to speak for their production, whether it's a second long, 5 seconds long, 20 seconds long, 2 minutes long. But we have to understand that when we have this massive rush and exposure to all this automated stuff, I have a couple of podcasts in the back, in the past, where I've talked about automation. I like tech. I really enjoy tech. But then when we start to substitute technology for the human factor, you can tell that we're heading down a road that's not really going to benefit us at all, because we can have all the good technology, all the best and finest things, but if we don't refine ourselves, it's going to be for nothing. We're just basically giving nuclear weapons to a two-year-old chimpanzee, if you catch my drift. Now, I speak. For all of you guys who listen to me right now, I use my voice. I use this voice that Father has blessed me with. And all of us have a voice. All of us who have the capacity to speak, we have to understand it is a gift and is a power. Because what does the voice consist of? Glad you asked. First and foremost, it requires breath. Breath is basically the essence of our life. As a matter of fact, upon our creation, that is exactly what the Father gave us, is His essence, breathe life into us. So the fact that our voices require that essence of life makes it invaluable on its own. We should never take our voices for granted. And also, when we have that essence, our voice, our essence is coming through our esophagus, through our lips. What we want to convey comes from our minds, our hearts, our living conscience, our living spirit. So any time that we talk, anytime that we want to say anything to someone, anytime that we want to share an opinion, anytime we want to possibly come on social media, on the internet, to share things with you, it's coming from our hearts. It's coming from our minds. It could be something terrible. It could be something that's idle. It could be something that's totally uplifting and productive. That is another part of the human element that is usually taken out of context when we start to give ourselves over to automated things, all fully to technology, and not realizing what we're sacrificing. We have to understand, once we just look to automate everything and look towards #science, #technology to be our one and only savior, to make us better, all it's doing is giving nuclear weapons to a 2-year-old chimpanzee. Sure, you have all this great stuff, but how is it really improving us? Do not forget to use your voice. I understand some people may not have that capacity to talk as clear as they want to. Some people who produce content that shows up in America may have English as a second language. It doesn't matter. I believe people would much rather hear your voice because it gives an authenticity to it, an authenticity that is now lost, that is gone. As a person who looks to be an orator, a person who is a voice recording artist, I take real interest in something like this and seeing a trend like this more and more happening, because we're taking the human element out of everything. We can't, because our creator put so much into us. Why are you willing to throw that away? Anyway, that's all I got to say. You want to hear more of my content? You can go to my website at www.brooklynbaritone.com. You can also find more of my content on my YouTube channel, Brooklyn Baritone. I'm also found on LinkedIn under Corey Ashley. I'm also found on Instagram and on Facebook. The audio versions of these podcasts can be found on Google Podcasts, iTunes Podcasts, and Amazon Music under Podcasts and other various podcast platforms. I also broadcast on local Brooklyn cable television 4 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Verizon, Optimum, RCN, and Spectrum. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I want you guys to walk and be blessed, and don't forget the human element. Anyways, I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be blessed. Walk good.